Yo, what's cracking YouTube? It's your boy Professor Crypto. Got another hot crypto class for you guys today. This one's on fire. You guys already know. Anything we bring on the channel, it's got the heat, got that potential, and it definitely should be watched. This one is no different, guys, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Class is now in session. Eureka! This one is called Raave. Guys, Raave is the latest release from Growth DeFi ecosystem. They are an elastic supply token which rebases around AAVE's price, benefiting existing products like gTokens and PMTs. Raave's goal is to increase and diversify the treasury by investing in yield-generating tokens. The Raave treasury buys back Raave with the profits it makes and uses the tokens to incentivize liquidity providers. That's where the yield farming comes in, guys. You provide liquidity to the pools, deposit your pool tokens, and you share the profits from the treasury and the swap fees from trading volume. The Raave sent by treasury gets converted into more liquidity provider tokens, so every time Raave's treasury generates profits, the size of your liquidity position increases. In today's video, guys, I want to go over Raave's monetary policy on their Medium page, guys. This was published 3 days ago. It's about a 5-minute read, and the article reads: the aim of this post is to help users understand better the monetary policy of Raave and what the treasury does. It's recommended to read the tokenomics of Raave first. What are the functions of the Raave treasury? Well, guys, the treasury has 4 core functions, which are to sell Raave for other assets when the market cap is much higher than the treasury's portfolio worth, buy Raave with other assets when the market cap is lower than the treasury's portfolio worth, diversify its holdings across the DeFi space using PMTs, V2 specific strategy tokens, and long-term staking holdings. Reward liquidity providers of Raave pairs, positive rebase tax. Wherever there is positive rebase, 10% of the newly minted Raave goes to the treasury, guys. These tokens are later used to increase the size of the treasury during expansionary period. The Raave only comes in circulation when it is sold in the open market, guys. The Raave that the treasury holds isn't in circulation. The market cap treasury ratio, premiums, and discounts. Guys, the market cap treasury is a key metric to understand. It is the equivalent of the price book ratio of a stock. When the market cap is higher than the treasury worth of the MT ratio is above 1, and the difference of the premium that the buyer is paying compared to the treasury worth. This happens when the demand for Raave is high. Higher demand equals a higher premium. When the market cap is lower than the treasury worth, the MT ratio is below 1, and the difference is a discount that the buyer is receiving compared to the treasury worth. This happens when the demand for Raave is low. They give a couple examples here, guys. For example, a market cap of 10 million, treasury worth 5 million. The ratio is 10 million divided by 5 million. That means that for every $2 worth of Raave being purchased, there's $1 worth of assets in the treasury. It is trading at a $1 premium. Second example they give here is 4 million market cap, treasury worth 5 million. Third example, 5 million market cap, treasury worth 5 million. Number 3, guys, selling Raave. When the MT ratio is way above 1, which means that the trading at the premium, the treasury starts selling the Raave. It is received from the positive rebase tax. This brings the MT ratio closer to 1, and the treasury profits from the premium. They go on to give more examples here, guys, such as the Raave supply, the Raave market price, market cap, treasury worth, treasury supply, MT ratio being 2. This is an example of dollar worth assets is a trading at a premium of $1. Then they give another example here, guys, where there's 101,000 Raave market price being $100, market cap 10.1 million, treasury worth is 5.1 million, and the treasury supply is $50.50. Number 4, buying back Raave. When the MT ratio is below 1, guys, which means that the trading at a discount, the treasury starts buying back Raave using its liquid holdings. This brings the MT ratio down, and the treasury profits from the discount. They give more examples here, guys, like 40,000 Raave and the market price, showing the market cap and the treasury worth, as well as the treasury supply and the MT ratio. Number 5 is the treasury holding. They've examined the monetary policy for selling and buying back Raave, guys, but what does the treasury hold? The goal of the treasury holdings is to be crypto indexed with a special focus in having DeFi exposure, guys. It can hold many tokens, including WBTC, ETH, SCK, Grow, AAVE, NX, and Sushi, and any other main DeFi token on Ethereum. It takes advantage of another product of the Growth DeFi ecosystem, PMTs V2s. PMTs, guys, stands for Portfolio Management Tokens, which will automatically use the best strategy to earn yield on the tokens at any given time. Instead of holding ETH, it can be deposited into PMTs V2 and earn a yield on top of the ETH price appreciation. Current V2 strategies are giving 20% APY for ETH. This applies to all the Treasury holdings, guys. Earning a yield on top of price exposure gives the Treasury an edge versus other indexes. Since the Treasury doesn't offer conversion in the underlying assets held for Raave holders, it is able to invest in its more illiquid assets such as BCRV and STK Grow. Incentivizing liquidity providers. Having deep liquidity in the Raave pools is essential because it allows the Treasury to buy back larger amounts of Raave without moving the price as much. The main policy followed here is to compensate liquidity providers with Raave incentives for the dilution caused in the supply when Raave is sold, and they give another example of that here, guys. Here's an exclusive video sent to me by the Raave team, guys, on how their platform works. Enjoy the video.
Raave, the latest release from Growth DeFi ecosystem, an elastic supply token, which rebases around AAVE's price, benefiting existing products like PMTs. This is how Rave works. Raave's goal is to increase and diversify the treasury by investing in yield-generating tokens. The Raave treasury buys back Raave with the profits it makes, and it uses the tokens to incentivize liquidity providers. That's where the yield farming comes in. You provide liquidity to the pools, deposit your pool tokens, and you share in the profits from the treasury and the swap fees from trading volume. The Raave sent by the treasury gets converted into more liquidity provider tokens. So every time Raave's treasury generates profits, the size of your liquidity position increases. Let's talk about the treasury. What is it for? This treasury is controlled by the elected signers of the Stake Grow DAO. The Raave treasury is the core part of Raave. It receives a portion of the newly minted Raave in each positive rebase. And its purpose is to sell Raave when the market cap is higher than the total worth of the treasury, and buy back Raave when the market cap is below the worth of the treasury. Most rebase tokens target the dollar. However, Raave prefers having deep liquidity in the AAVE-Raave pair, and Stake AAVE is going to be one of the key treasury holdings. As a rebasing token, the priority is to allocate a percentage of the newly minted Raave during positive rebases to the treasury to build up a diversified portfolio. During contractionary periods, it's the treasury's job to take advantage of the opportunity and buy the dips along the way, and incentivize liquidity providers. How can you get Raave? The starting liquidity will be provided by the Grow treasury in the liquidity pools, so anyone can buy it directly on Uniswap. Once you get Raave, you can add liquidity to the pools and compound your liquidity position automatically through a combination of incentives and swap fees. There will be 3 initial incentivized pools, which are Grow Raave, ETH Raave, and AAVE Raave. The rewards multiplier for each pool will be defined by the treasury. Once you get your initial tokens, you select which pool you want to provide liquidity to. After providing liquidity, you will receive LP tokens, which can be staked and start the compounding effect. After you deposit, your liquidity position will increase over time. No further interaction is required until you withdraw. Raave offers the opportunity to get full exposure to DeFi as a whole with a very low barrier entry. Be part of Raave now.
Shout out to all my students, guys. I love you.
Group hug.
Shout out to the Crypto Class Gang. Shout out to the Lambo Gang. Shout out to the Whale Gang. Shout out to the Huddle Gang. Thank you for always your continued support, guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to smash that like button for me and drop a comment in the comment section below. Please remember, guys, we are an impartial channel, so whether your opinion is negative or positive, we'd be more than happy to hear it. That being said, guys, class is now dismissed. We'll see you in our next video. Professor Crypto out.